288 service personnel have committed suicide in the last 10 years, and that's doubled since the previous decade. There are many of us that have served on operations and you know, we've lost colleagues and friends out on ops, and that's hard enough for everyone, for the units, for the families, but it's even worse when they come home and they feel that they're in a safe environment and then they lose their life. Combat stress are really important to me because they are the people that are dealing directly with people that are suffering from mental health. There are other charities out there that do deal with that, but Combat Stress have been doing this for over 100 years. You know, they've helped over 30,000 people in the last year. They are the people that look after people that are fearful to speak about it. And there are 2.4 million veterans out there that are potentially suffering in silence. I've worked for Battleback for over 9 years, and Battleback is an MOD-led initiative that is supported by charities, predominantly Help for Heroes and Royal British Legion. And I've been away on expedition side of Battleback to take people away on adventure training, so outdoor activities to help rehabilitate people's physical and mental issues. Many of the soldiers we were taking away, or the service person we were taking away, were physically injured, with extreme injury. You know, we're talking people that have lost limbs. And then you fast track 9 years later and all 10 students thankfully are fully mobile, but potentially there is damage and is injured as the first group, but it's all now through mental health issues. And my concern was, what are we doing for these guys that have got these mental injuries? Most of these guys that are, you know, guys and girls that are going through the Battleback process are serving, but inevitably 99% of them will leave the service due to their injuries. And my worry was, what are we doing for them once they've left the service? There are some fantastic charities out there that are still looking after them, but it drew me to Combat Stress because they were the guys that were fixing on those people that are suffering with mental health issues. So Enduro 7 was a concept I thought I came up with about 2.5 years ago. The 7 days represents the sort of 7 different services, 24/7, and 7 different activities. And I just think it was the best way to show the constraints and the concerns with mental health through not really sleeping through the entire challenge, and that's what this is really all about. And it's an endurance event, hence the reason why it was called Enduro 7. So the event has 7 elements to it. Each one as challenging as the next. So the first one is a 24-hour abseil. That's gonna be fairly sort of challenging. I don't know actually if anyone's ever actually abseiled for 24 hours solid before. The next day will be road bike, and that's going to be done in the local area, about a sort of 20 to 30k route, and again constant for 24 hours. And then the next event is climbing. We potentially were going to use an actual natural crag, but we're now possibly going to use a climbing tower. Day 4 is trekking, so mountaineering, and we're actually going to go out onto the Yorkshire Three Peaks and do it twice. The conventional route, which is anti-clockwise, and then start again and then go clockwise. Day 5 is mountain biking, and we're going to go up to Sutton Bank and use some mountain biking areas there, some routes. Day 6 is going to be on Ripon Canal, and that's going to be kayaking and open boating, and so paddling on the canal for the 24 hours. And the great thing about that is there's a towpath, so we can get the team involved and they can jump in and out of the boats and support what we're trying to do. And then the final day is going to be a 24-hour run, and that's going to be done here on Dishforth Airfield. But the great thing is, even though I'm the one that's going to be kind of suffering for the 7 days, there will be a team with me that are going to be out on the ground. They're going to be getting involved as well, and hopefully with those people around me, they'll kind of keep me going.
Brilliant.
And also, in all honesty, you know, 7 days of pain is, you know, it's nothing in comparison to what some of these guys are going through, you know, on a daily basis, you know.
I'm Corporal K. McCabe at 6th Regiment RLC. So I'm getting involved with this thing with SIP. It's something very close to his heart. So I thought, why not? Plus, he's my boss and I can't say no, but I wanted to get straight in there and get a lot from him, just seeing how passionate he can be.
I'm Lance Corporal Tom Towers. I'm at 6th Regiment RLC. I've been kindly asked to join the Enduro 7 team as part of the DS. So my predominant role will be joining all the activities with SIP, making sure he's going to last the full 24 hours each day.
Hi there, I'm Alan Hinks and I'm a mountaineer, mountain guide. You could say I'm a professional hedonist, I suppose. Not sure how I got involved with this Enduro really. It might have been through social media, it might have been SIP just ringing me up, so he knows I've got military connections, done quite a lot with the Royal Marines. But I'm very happy to get involved in it with Enduro 7 and combat stress. I'm going to be around for the whole week, so I'm going to have a go at most of the events, but I'm not going to do 24 hours, that's for sure. So I'll do a couple of the abseils. I'm pretty used to abseiling, do some of the climbing, might even have a go at the biking and the paddling as well. Yeah, I think there's a lot of, you know, well, combat stress will be doing a lot of it, you know, it is pretty important. Obviously they've got physical handicaps, some of the combat stress veterans when, you know, possible limbs missing, shall we say, but a lot of it is mental problems as well. And I think looking forward into the future, you know, it's not going to get any better, and mental health is going to be a big problem in the coming years, both for, you know, military veterans and for civilians after what we've come through recently with all these lockdowns and COVID and what have you.
We'll also be trying to conduct these activities with him. We've got like a little rotation where each of us will get a turn on each of the activities, and basically we're just going to try and give him as much support as we can, because there's going to be points where he's going to be tired, hungry, but I know how passionate he is, so I know he's going to try and push past that. It's probably the only time I'll get a chance to tell my boss no, so I'll be like, sir, no, you've got to slow down, you're going to push yourself too hard.
We keep saying like we can't wait for like day 7 when we're in the run and it's like the final hour, or like the when the sun rises, when it's the last day. It's like it's going to be emotional. Like he's going to have his family there. Hopefully, we have like a few people here as well. So we can't wait. We can't wait for the end. It's going to be a good journey, but we can't wait for the end as well.
People, if you want to donate, then go through the site, which is www.enduro7.com, and there will be a link for a donation. So we are currently on Instagram. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. So on all these social media accounts, it'd be great if you could just give us a like, follow, and maybe just some words of encouragement, because I think we're certainly all going to need it.
Dealt with some really brave people that are, you know, coming to terms with, you know, their injuries and their health, and that's been a real driving force for me to want to do this and just raise the profile for combat stress so that they can do something for everyone. So we've got a website that's been set up, and if people go to www.enduro7.com, there's a Just Giving page on there, and you can literally read about what this is all about, how we're trying to make a difference, all of the people that have invested into this, you know, all of the businesses and the companies that are giving up their time for free to support this event, you know, and make a difference. You know, donate. You potentially could be saving someone's life.